Excuse me, everybody. Please pay attention to me, for I am speaking. We are 90.4% done. Our 100% journey through Tears of the Kingdom without using a guide. As of yesterday, our coverage has expanded tremendously. You can see it. I don't need to explain it anymore. We're doing the same thing we're doing every day. Today, we're going to start in the south right here and continue exploring and kind of gathering seeds in the southern region. We are close enough that I think there's a possibility that we hit 800 seeds today. Really don't need much more of an intro than that, man. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's go ahead and start the search, you know? Let's start the search. These intros got a lot less in depth when we got to the point where it's just like, so yeah, I touched about 5% of the map yesterday. I'm gonna try and touch about 5% of it more today. I'm gonna try and touch another 5% of the map today. Let's hope this isn't like MMO leveling, where 90% is only 50% of the way to 100. Once we hit 99 is when it's going to slow down a lot. But until then, progress, I think, will remain somewhat steady. Every map we touch brings us 5% closer to God. There is no God. Have you seen this? There is no God. It's going to be a great day when we finally get it, Souls. I know. I appreciate the kudos, dude. I appreciate the kudos. That's RuneScape for sure, where 92% is half of 99. Yeah, I know it's nasty in RuneScape. A game that I have never touched and will never touch. My not at all hot take, but honestly, RuneScape. I should try Melvor Idol. Melvor Idol, these nuts. What are you talking about? You want me to use points to suggest OSRS? If you'd like to be stashed, sure, or trashed, I mean, sure, go for it. If you'd like to have your submission trashed, yeah, you can absolutely do that. It's literally RuneScape, but in idle form. I didn't realize... Actually, not playing RuneScape is probably the best thing you can do, so making it an idle game sounds like an improvement. I just have a grudge about RuneScape from my childhood. My feelings of it aren't actually that strong, but I was just pissed off when my friends started playing RuneScape instead of playing, like, fun games with me. My friends as a child started getting into RuneScape, and I didn't get it, and I hated it. And I was like, guys, stop. This game... I was like that, you know that meme where it's like... A bunch of people are having fun playing some game, and then some guy's like, do you know this is actually bad? Do you know this is actually terrible? Quit having fun! Literally me as a child. That was me in WoW. I played WoW enough to legitimately have reason for disliking it. I don't like WoW just like I don't like RuneScape, but I have actual... Like, I could tell you why I don't like WoW. I couldn't tell you why I don't like RuneScape. I've never played it. It's an unfair hatred. But I can give you detailed reasons as to why I don't like WoW. It's because it's boring as fuck. Mainly. I need rockets. I'm gonna go get rockets. Keep beep 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 boom boom. Lamau get wrecked. WoW. Agreed on WoW being boring AF. The gameplay didn't do enough for me when I was a kid to... And like when WoW first came out, the leveling was kind of like we're talking about with RuneScape, where the last little bit takes fucking forever. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to play... I don't want to press 1 and 2, alternate between pressing 1 and 2 against like random mobs in the world, just so that I can get to level 44 over the course of 7 hours and then do it again to get to level 45. I know WoW's definitely not the same now. I know that they've definitely made the leveling less dog shit compared to when it was vanilla, when it was brand new, but man, the leveling was dog shit when that game was new. My opinion was formed as an 8th grader, but I did not enjoy it. People who find WoW boring are usually the ones who don't know what their abilities do. I found it boring specifically because of how long it took to level up and how uninteresting the combat was when you're grinding levels. Do you know that Lightroot's names were the reverse of Shrine names? I did know that. I eventually ended up really enjoying Guild Wars 2 because Guild Wars 2 had much more interesting combat. You still had a lot of depth with your abilities, but the combat in Guild Wars 2 I found much more interesting. Guild Wars 3 in development. I saw an article or a headline about that, yeah. And another thing I really appreciated about Guild Wars was that, like, in terms of getting, like, really good gear, you didn't really have to do anything. You could have gear that's, like, just as good as everyone else by just play it, like very easily. And if you wanted to grind for, like, sick, really cool cosmetics, you could. There's a lot of things they did well. I think Guild Wars did a lot of things really well. Didn't like Guild Wars for the same reason I didn't like Path of Exile, your class abilities being tied to items. That was a little annoying, actually. I do agree with you on that. I can totally get where you're coming from. Having your skills tied to items, definitely not as fun as being able to, like, customize and set your skill bar a little more freely. I totally agree with you on that. Super valid criticism. The jump puzzles were fun, yeah. I like the jump puzzles in Guild Wars 2. Only comparison is Destiny. I loved it until I couldn't keep up with my friends and we couldn't do the same raids anymore. Yeah, any of these games are way better when you can play with friends. I think WoW just stole the Guild Wars riding stuff, though, which has been awesome. What do you mean by riding stuff? I see a Korok up there. I haven't played Guild Wars 2 in a long time. If they've added dragon riding, I have not seen it. That sounds freaking awesome. You liked WoW, but your friends were so hardcore into it, you couldn't grind the hours to play at their level. Yeah, it sucks when you want to play with your friends, but they're like 7 levels of sweat too deep into a game for you to be able to join in without, like, committing your life to it. I've been there once or twice with my buddies. I've been the one who's been too sweaty for my friends to join in a couple of times, too. Where flying mounts are interactive and stuff, I think that was Guild Wars. I stopped playing Guild Wars long enough ago that I don't think I was around for flying mounts in it. The last time I seriously played an MMO was before I started streaming. So like 9 years plus, or maybe like at the beginning of my streaming. If I were to play an MMO, I think I would try Final Fantasy XIV. Because I've heard good things about it. I've seen enough of it that it looks fun. I feel like it'd be a fun time. Anyone hoping to still be alive when the new Elder Scrolls comes out? I've got no faith in Bethesda as a developer in terms of making another, like, great Elder Scrolls or anything. I didn't even really like Skyrim that much when it was new, so... Past 90%! Yeah, we made so much progress yesterday.
I hear that the Elder Scrolls 6 is in a playable state already. Which is big news, because that would make it the first Bethesda game to be in a playable state.
Got him. Goons, I summon ye. You get back down here right now, mister. See ya. Most of the devs that made great games a while back have been bought by bigger devs who are now only worried about how much money they can make. Yeah, I mean, it is a business. Game, you know, it's... Any of the bigger AAA companies, their bottom line, they gotta make it a money, right? You're hiring, like, hundreds of thousands of people, well, hundreds or thousands of people to make a game. You gotta make it a money. But a lot of big devs still bring amazing stuff to the table. Like FromSoft still makes incredible stuff despite being a rather large developer making AAA titles, right? CD Projekt Red, the Cyberpunk guys, fumbled a little bit on the launch, but they pulled it back, right? Which seems kind of consistent with like how their stuff usually ends up going. I think the big like cases though is like you gotta really kind of follow the talent more than the company. Like for one example that I found out about recently is that the person who was the original director of Hearthstone over at Blizzard, that person is now, I believe, one of the leads or co-leads of Marvel Snap. And I've played a lot of Marvel Snap, and I freaking loved it, and I had no idea. And I'm like, no wonder it was so good. It was made by one of the, like, former Blizzard legends. You know what I mean? And it's the same with, like... It's the same with, what's that game that's coming out? Stormgate? The people who made StarCraft over at Blizzard have left and have started their own company to make a new, really awesome looking RTS. And while that, you know, there's no actual... I haven't played Stormgate yet. I've got a lot of faith that it's going to be pretty fucking cool. Yeah, I did see the Marvel Overwatch clone looking game, yeah. It looks kind of cool. I kind of want to give it a shot. It does kind of look... It looks kind of like... I'm cautiously, like, optimistic about it. I think it'd be fun to play. I don't think it's going to be anything insanely good. It looks like everyone is OP. Yeah, it does look like everyone is OP. But, like, a team shooter... A team like shooter, like Overwatch style, where you get to play as like Spider-Man and Iron Man and Magic and all these various Marvel characters. Fucking, that looks awesome. I also really liked Overwatch. I fell off playing Overwatch. I never picked up Overwatch 2, but I really enjoyed Overwatch in the beginning, in the early days. I remember I tanked my stream stats when the first Overwatch came out because I stopped streaming Mario Maker and I just played Overwatch for like a week. Overwatch 2's been great. We still play all the time. I kind of do want to pick it up and try it one of these days, but I think the magic has passed for me on that one. Right now, the only shooter I'm playing is Helldivers, and even then, I've only played like an hour and a half. I'm waiting on a night where I can get together with my buddies in-game. But Helldivers is pretty fun so far. You were the Mei main on release. I was the toxic one that everyone hated. You guys are gonna hate me. I was the Tracer main. But I got pretty good, dude. I got pretty good. I got pretty good with Tracer. I'll ping the Discord if I'm ever looking for a crew nightfall, or if you're ever playing and you see I'm online, feel free to hit me up, dude. Tracer requires lots of skill and timing. I just really like teleporting characters. Any game that I can have a teleporting character, I want them. And like, I was really good at like getting around people and like disorienting them and like being a little tricky little son of a gun. I love playing characters with like a lot of agility. It's always been kind of like the types of characters I gravitate towards in games. Is that you, Paulie? Hello, little baby. I played a little bit of Roadhog too. I enjoyed Roadhog a lot. Roadhog was always fun to play. Having a hook, any character with a hook in a game, like League of Legends, I played Blitzcrank a bit, played a lot of Pudge and Dota. If a character's got a hook, I want to play that character. Being able to manipulate, and I love when you're playing a character with a hook and you can hook your allies as well as your enemies. I don't like being unable to hook my allies. I'm pretty sure in League of Legends you couldn't hook your allies, I think. Or maybe you could, or maybe they added it eventually. Give a different character a solid shot every new season. Yeah, I like that. I always would play, like, I would always play a lot of characters in, like, virtually any game that I was, like, playing a lot of. Which is why I have such strong feelings against League of Legends, because I fucking hate having my characters locked behind an unnecessary accessibility wall. Like, my game's free to play. You can't play all the characters, though. There's a free rotation. You can play some of them sometimes. Go fuck yourself, League of Legends. Stupid dog shit system. You couldn't hook your allies in League because the community in it is toxic. They would only use that to troll. It works in Dota. And Dota is just as, if not potentially more toxic than League. Overwatch 2 tried to do that with new characters, and they're getting rid of it this month. Thank God. Good. I do enjoy me some ARAM, though. Yeah, a good little bit of brain-dead ARAM. Nothing like a good little bit of brain-dead ARAM. I saw Zach posted like a TikTok YouTube short from PAX where he was asking people their gaming icks. That's mine. A game that is free to play, but you can't access all the characters without either unlocking them or paying extra. I like the way Smite did it, where it was free. You could choose to pay a set fee to unlock all the characters they release forever. I also don't mind that system, yeah. I did that when Smite first came out and played for a little while and just took the however many it was like 30 or 40 bucks and I had access to all the characters forever. And I was like, that's sweet. There was like a fan over there. I'll just build a boat. I'm just gonna auto build a boat. I need a floater cycle. Here we go. Games can never win though. Characters are free, the cosmetics are expensive, and people complain about that too. Or games cost $70 and people complain about that too. Dude, I'm all for games having purchasable or unlockable cosmetics and then having a set price in the game. I'm all for it. But it's true, gamers gonna complain no matter what. I was literally complaining about games being $70 yesterday. But it's because they're $95 in Canada before tax. It sucks. At least cosmetic isn't locking gameplay by an additional price. Yeah. Like Helldivers seems to have some of that, where the game itself costed a little bit of money, and then behind, like in the game, there is purchasable stuff, but it is the majority of the stuff you can actually purchase is cosmetic related, right? At least as far as I've understood so far. It seems like Helldivers gotten really good reception so far. League used to be worse when you could only buy rune pages with IRL money. That was back when I played League. Yeah, I had some real strong opinions about that. I played League a long time ago. Like, I stopped before Season 2. I played during, like, the beta and everything. Future Fight is awful. They're not just cosmetics. They enhance stats. Is Future Fight a game? Or is that a company? Helldivers actually has a lot of unlocks, but you can unlock everything by playing the game. But can you... Yeah, like you have to like unlock your guns and stuff in the game, right? By playing the game. But then there's like super credits you can purchase, and you can use those super credits specifically for skins. And I don't know if you can use super credits for like stuff inside of the thing. I have not played enough to really have explored their battle pass very much. The armor actually does affect gameplay? Oh, that's dog shit then. That's dog shit. That's so lame. Since it's not really PvP, it doesn't really affect you if someone else paid to get ahead. It just feels bad, though. If someone else paid to get ahead and you didn't want to pay and you're stuck behind and other people are ahead because they pay, like, that just sucks. Can't really convince me otherwise. That sucks. Not a big change. Most of the armor you can get the equivalent for free. So it's like, yeah, I guess if it's not like, I still don't love it. But I'll still play the game. I'm still having a good time with it. I still think that's lame, though. I feel like I'd only care if someone was on my team who made the game trivial by buying things. I think from a principle standpoint, I dislike it. I feel like as soon as a game has the ability to use real money to further a multiplayer game has the ability to use real money to progress you or enhance you or further you in the game. That's a yikers for me, especially if the game, well, particularly if the game itself has a price tag on it. If it's a free game and they have that, I kind of expect it. You get the premium currency by playing the game, so nothing is only behind money, just being able to buy with money. It's still kind of lame, though. If it takes a long time to unlock it without money, I think it's still kind of lame. Even if it's, you know, not PvP, I still think it's lame. There's a Korok somewhere around here. Remember there was COD skins people were complaining about because the skins blended in too well? I feel like I remember that too. Yeah. Oh, I didn't notice. Okay. I didn't notice inside the thing. Another seed. Yeah, that one's more of a blurred line, like a COD cosmetic that makes you blend in, so it's like legit better. All right, let's go see if there's any unintentional camo. Yeah, exactly. Let's see if there's any seeds on these bad guy platforms. I doubt it, but it's worth doing a run around. Dude, you're gonna make me drop all my shit like that, aren't you? Freaking loser. Several league skins in pro play because the animations were different and gave an advantage. Oh, it's Captain Construct Horn 3. I thought it was 2. I wanted 2. It's like playing Odd Job in GoldenEye where your hitbox is, yeah. Such a lame move, playing Odd Job in GoldenEye. It's a strong. I need a regular Zonite longsword still. Paid skins are usually so flashy and have the opposite effect. I know, yeah. Usually a paid skin is gonna do the exact opposite and make you stick out like a sore thumb. Sniped! You can buy compendium photos, yeah. I haven't yet. I'm not gonna say that I guarantee that I won't, but I'm trying to not do it. It's kind of fun to find them all. I might end up caving at the end of the playthrough if we're still lacking a couple of them, but... D&D Online had a problem with mana potions. Healers had to spend way more money on raids. Damn. Imagine having to spend real money on your in-game mana potions. The whole guild has to go together and collect tips in order to so that the mages can cast spells in the raid. Should be like Mario Odyssey where you can buy clues. I like that system, yeah. I like the buying clue system in Mario Odyssey a lot. How do I feel about 100%ing recipes? I want to do it. We'll see. I'm gonna start attempting to actually worry about it as we get closer to the end, because there are recipes posted all around the world, so there's a lot of ways to actually find them in game. Let him cook. All right. What about you guys? I've talked, that's my gaming ick. What are your guys' gaming icks? What feature in a game immediately like is just like, ugh, turns you off from it? What does a game have to do to just like immediately turn you off from it? Overly long tutorials? Yeah, a very overly long tutorial sucks. Or like, if it's a platformer, too much dialogue and story in the beginning. If you're just like a jump on shit game, I just want to jump on shit, bro. Leave me alone. I thought it was crafting / gathering, but I've loved several games in a row with that now. I just had to find the right one. No keybind changing, or only allows you to change some keys, but not other. Oh god, bad settings, yeah. Forced grinding, farming, arbitrary, needing a minimum level to do something, or having to gather 100 drops from enemies arbitrarily to move on. So like Assassin's Creed, having to do 17 side quests because there's a level gate. Played the Unicorn Overlord demo, and it was just like, this is an anime, not a game. Dude, Triangle Strategy had that problem too. It was just way too much story and not enough game. And I really wanted to be there for the game. I was there for the game. They didn't want to give it to me. Online games for you, to be honest. Don't play them. Have you had bad experiences with them, or you just like your single-player story-based stuff? You've got a hot take on the game X. Let's hear him, Dill. Let's hear the hot take. Don't love being forced to play with people I don't know online. That's fair. Can't stand loser rewards in games. Refuse to play Mario Kart, Mario Party, etc. because you get perks for doing worse. You don't need no sympathy. I don't need your pity points. I think it's done pretty well in Mario Kart. I think it's done pretty well in Mario Kart, honestly. My 2 cents. I think Mario Kart's item system is actually pretty nice. These damn millennials and their participation trophies. If I'm winning, I get blue shelled, lightninged, no good items. I can totally see where you're coming from, though. I get you. I don't feel the same way. I think it's pretty good in Mario Kart. Because one person just taking away with the race every single time, it gets boring. And there are a lot of skillful options you can use to do things like, there are ways to deal with blue shells. There are ways to deal with the various things that are thrown at you when you're in first place. I think it was better in the Wii U and the Switch because it didn't have double items. I think the double items makes it way, like, gives you way more power in terms of having more control. I think the double items increases the skill ceiling because you can hold like a second item, specifically one that's safe from the ghost. You can keep your second item in there until like you're in a situation where you need to use it. I think the second item adds a lot. Yeah, way more defense. Learning who's bad at party. I mean, you're not wrong. Mario Party, it's never goes to whoever's the best player. Mario Party is not a skill-based competition. And if that's not something you want, that's totally fair. We can't dispute him on that one, guys. You can't tell me you guys have played Mario Party and never uttered the phrase, "This is bullshit." You're lying if you can tell me that you've played Mario Party without uttering or screaming, "This is bullshit." Even Mario Party, the bonus stores are the goal that the player should try to obtain? Yeah, a randomized goal that you don't know what's going to happen. It's very intentionally done as a mechanic to introduce random in it. It is a dice roll. They don't have to be randomized. Yeah, in Mario Kart, you can also set it to be only bananas. It's a valid point. You can't honestly say that there isn't a heavy amount of dice roll and random mechanic in Mario Party in general. I get that you can say that there are definitely things you can do to increase your chances of victory. But in Mario Party, sometimes chance time happens. Sometimes somebody lands on a literal block that gives you a star just because it's there. Like, there's definitely agency. I win a fair amount of games of Mario Party when I play with, like, Pooh and DGR because I'm kind of sick at minigames. But sometimes there just ain't nothing you can do. Sometimes the game just decides that you lose. And that's it. There is no comeback mechanic, which was the criticism. The last 5 turns literally gives a bonus to players specifically not in first place. I would definitely say that comeback mechanics exist. Mario Party 6 is lots of strategy. After that, it kind of became win all the mini games or go for chance time. What's the strategy in Mario Party 6? I've never really played much of the GameCube ones. Six was the one with capsules you could throw on the board to create custom spaces. Oh, I played that one time on Dolphin. I played that one a single time online. That one was kind of cool. Yeah, I didn't... My parents didn't have the budget to buy me all 19 Mario Party games on the GameCube, so I only had Mario Party 4. But I liked Mario Party 4. I think it was a pretty good Mario Party. Yeah, at the end of the day, I can totally get it. I can totally get someone saying they don't like Mario Party because it's a dog shit bullshit game. I have fun with it. I have a lot of fun with Mario Party every time I play it. But I can totally understand where Dylan's coming from. The bullshit is exactly, the bullshit's the fun part. Yeah, the bullshit is part of the fun. For me. The criticism wasn't that it's too random. Yeah, I mean, I guess you have a point. I guess as far as comeback mechanics, that's definitely a lot more present in party, in cart than it is in party. Just very, very, very random and bullshitty. Cart definitely has some good comeback mechanic, though. But I like the comeback mechanics in cart. I like them. Yeah, buddy, we'll get up. Yoo-hoo-hoo! $90.6. 91 today, maybe? Big 91 today, maybe? Anybody else sitting on any gaming hot takes? I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this right now. Who else has got a gaming hot take they want to get off their chest? Or any hot take you want to get off your chest? Who's got a hot take they want to get off their chest? Who's got something they've been holding deep inside, need to get out? Disco Elysium sucks. Settlers of Catan is not a good board game. Elden Ring is a poorly designed game. Get out. Get out. I need to hear you elaborate, but get out. There's a difference between not liking it and it being poorly designed. Dark Souls games suck. No game should punish you for playing it. Apologize to George R.R. Martin right now. I don't know what you mean by punish you for playing it. I don't know how Dark Souls or Elden Ring punish you. They're very difficult. I don't know what the punishment is. I don't think the difficulty is punishment. I think the difficulty is the fun. Because you learn through your failures. The journey of improving and getting better, right? My hammer broken. Getting constantly invaded by randos when you want to play with friends is not a fun mechanic. That's fair. That's fair. I've never played online in any of the Souls games, so I never had to deal with that. But having to deal with randos invading you when you're just trying to play online with buddies definitely feels like dog shit. Yeah. Sounds like dog shit. Elden Ring doesn't do that, though? Does it not? I genuinely don't know. I've never used the online mechanics in any of those games. I've never had a desire to. I feel like there's a very fine balance that Dark Souls difficulty constantly tries to negotiate to varying degrees, but it's not about punishing. Elden Ring putting up barriers to how far you can explore when you play with friends is a bad mechanic. Again, I've not played with friends. I don't know how it works. Can't comment on that one. I'm a little loner. I don't play with friends. I'm using my 5-shot on this. Ah, come on. You got to get up already. There we go. Bam. Elden Ring attempts to make all playstyles viable by making bosses weak to a mage build, melee build, bleed, etc. The end result is whatever style you pick will only be appropriate for 20% of the game. Yeah, but you can still beat every boss using any style. Fast travel is bad and takes away from the world. Yeah, but fast travel is a necessary... Like, no one's forcing you to use it. No one's forcing you to use it. In fact, like, we're playing multi-100-hour games over here. You know, we don't... a lot of us don't have the time to not use fast travel. But I can get what you're saying. Fast traveling is going to make you miss stuff every now and then, but... Sometimes you just got to get back across a field nice and quick. Online multiplayer games should let you choose to only play with your own age group. Interesting thought. I wonder how you would execute that. Not like you have everybody who's has an account having a confirmed, honest, confirmable like ID and age, right? Having a mode where you can opt to play with people in the same age range as you could be cool. But there's not really an effective way to do that. I need my swim shirt on. Oh, I have my swim shirt on. I think skill-based matchmaking in an online game is probably a little more important than age-based matchmaking to me. I would pay a premium fee for no children allowed flights. Hilarious. I like that. That's a great hot take. That's a great hot take. There's a market for it. He's willing to shell out the big bucks. Any single player game where you can't pause the game, that shit pisses me off. That's definitely a very acceptable hot take. That's a very acceptable regular temperature take. I don't think you're going to find many people who disagree with you on that one. If you are playing a single player game and you can't pause it, that's kind of stupid. That is kind of dumb. Just a gripe, not a hot take. I gotcha. I think if you age gate matchmaking, people are about to learn how much people their age are immature. Non-pause is menu only caters to in menus only caters to speedrunners. To be fair, skill base is not enough. If you could get enough like to play with ratings, you could easily build a recommender like system for matchmaking. I think a lot of games do have stuff like that. Like there's like behavior scores in Dota. There's like they're not like shown, but there are secret like hidden behavior scores that affect the matchmaking as well. People, 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 people. More should allow you to report good behavior to be able to commend your people. Yeah. Yeah, MOBAs have a real bad behavior MOBAs are, it's tough because it's a game where your next hour is dictated by the cooperation of 5 people, including yourself and most of the time, if you're random matchmaking, 4 strangers. And a lot of people on the internet don't have the maturity level to be able to like recognize that A, you're not the smartest person in the world, and B, sometimes the mistakes are your fault. C, even if people do make mistakes on your team, that's life, and you got to work to like. They just it's weird. It's a lot of people who've never really had to do any sort of team, at least successfully do any like team related activities. And then you have the additional layer of you're not face to face with this people. So there's nothing stopping you from just being the most... There's no consequence stopping you from being just a wretched human being and treating other people like dog shit because you're upset that you're losing. But it turns out that you're so dog shit at the game that you don't even realize that you're losing, not just because your teammate didn't gank top, but also because you've been playing your lane incredibly inefficiently and haven't done an actual good enough job to secure victory either, or contributed enough to secure victory. There's so many things that can go wrong in a MOBA. You could also just be getting outplayed. It's awful. I've got thousands of hours in MOBAs across all my playtime, and yeah, just like the amount of people who are just so fucking toxic and awful, and so... It's very natural for people in general to have this idea that, like, they know everything. And like, you're playing, like, if I'm playing a game of like Dota or League of Legends, I'm in like the silver or the gold league or whatever or something, and someone else who's in the silver or the gold league is trying to explain to me that I've ruined everything and everything's going wrong because of me. It's like, bro, you're also in this same league. Is it not feasible that your understanding of the game is just as lackluster as mine, and there are another 100,000 factors that neither of us can see that could have contributed to this loss? I love that. You're in my game. Yeah, you're in the same fucking game. Your match made together. It was my favorite when people in like games would call me dog shit and stuff, and I'd be like, all right, well, you just lost to me, fucking idiot. Like in StarCraft, I played a lot of StarCraft too. People would talk shit, and they'd be like, wow, you're so fucking bad at this. And I'm like, what does that say about you, dude? I play multiplayer for those times where everyone comes together and works as a team. If I'm playing a MOBA, I'm not playing it without my buddies. I've played thousands of hours of MOBAs, and I maybe played like 50 total hours solo queuing. I would never solo queue. It's just not fun. I enjoy the game, but I enjoy much more the game with friends. And you can grow and get better with your friends as well. And if you do actually make mistakes, because everyone does, your friends can help, like, actually teach you. Be non-toxic, assuming you're playing with non-toxic friends and all that. But the thing that made Overwatch frustrating at its peak, it was the greatest gaming experience ever, which meant that 99% of the time was just getting blue balls. Yeah, but playing with buddies, queue it up with a team, with a stack of friends, always a good time, even if you're losing. Heroes of the Storm is great. Heroes of the Storm, I always called it the Mario Party of MOBAs. It had various maps, each with like different objectives. Always a good time. It wasn't like super. You didn't need to know 6 gajillion items. You didn't have that much you actually had to do in order to like succeed. You just had to play pretty decently and work together as a team and do the objectives. Being in a group of 4 or 5 can be rough because you get paired with other teams of 4 or 5. Yeah, but that doesn't bother me none. Lowest barrier to entry, and it was just a fun time. And a great ton of great loser rewards that let you win if you AFK. The Mario Party of MOBAs, baby. It was cool playing heroes from other games I already liked. Yeah, it was cool. It was super fun. The downside was it was another one of those games where you had to like unlock the heroes you wanted to play. It's like, just let me play them. I just want to play them. So sad when Nova got completely changed. Sniper Nova at lower ranks was god tier. I can't even remember which characters I liked in that game. I feel like I played the dwarfs a lot. Like the little trio of dwarfs. I remember liking them a lot. The Lost Vikings, yeah, exactly. I really enjoyed them. His hands just waiting. There we go. It went down nice and easy that time. I gotta throw something on. Oh shit, there was fire that blew my Horoblin horns around. I was like, where did it go? Ow, my shield was broken. You're dead, idiot. You're dead. Gimme. 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 What do you use those dark clumps for? Genuinely, no idea apart from upgrading them some gear with them. I haven't like looked into what they actually do. I think you can like use it in cooking to get gloom resistant effect is one thing. Might have some other benefits. I hear it's filled with good omega 3s. No, I don't know. I will save you. I got you, Watter. Give me food. I saved your life. Give me food. Thanks for saving my life. I like bugs. Ends combo. I like bugs. Oh boy. Man, speaking of like fun MOBAs that like used characters from a very successful franchise to make a fun MOBA. Pokemon Unite was a pretty good time for like the 2 weeks that I was playing it. Pokemon Unite was a pretty fun time. That was another fun one. It's still going strong. I stopped playing it, but yeah, it's still kicking. It's still moving. They're still doing their thing. They're adding new playable characters all the time. And I like that they add like a wide range of Pokemon. Like they're not just constantly like, here's Mewtwo and Articuno, and like sometimes they're like, yeah, we added the fucking keys. Well, you know the keys? You can play as that guy here. My favorite basketball MOBA. The dunking of the balls. Yeah, that actually was a fun one. What's a game that you guys enjoyed that like flopped that you wish was able to hold on to life? Battleborn. I'm trying to think of Battleborn. I played a game called Battle Right that I liked a lot. Orcs Must Die Online. Didn't even know that ever existed. I played the first Orcs Must Die a lot. Monday Night Combat. I remember that game. Monday Night Combat. I forgot about that one. Dude, my buddy This Clockwork, see him in chat sometimes, had like he had like one of the top records in that game in one of their like horde modes. I remember he has like a certificate from it. Yerp. Battleborn was Gearbox's Overwatch before Overwatch came out and it failed. Oh, I didn't even know about that. You know what it is for me? I miss Spellbreak. I didn't give Spellbreak enough time. I really enjoyed it though. It was that like battle royale, but it was wizards and you could get like your various different elements and you could mix the elements. Yeah, that one was a cool one. That one was a really cool one. Spellbreak was dope. Tofu and I joined that one tournament, that one Twitch Rivals for it. And we got some random, I think he was Italian, maybe German. We got some random dude who like we found in the directory to play with us because he was supposed to be really good. And this dude just got mega tilted while we were playing. Like he just got mega, because Tofu and I were like pretty average players. We were not at all close to the level of all these other gamers. And this guy was like so frustrated at us for not being like good enough to dominate in this tournament. We're like, dude, you knew what you were signing up for, dude. You knew what you were signing up for. Phantasy Star Universe on Xbox is really fun. I wish there was more console MMOs. That game had some really fun ideas. I loved the crafting system. Sounds like you love crafting games, Dillhole. Sounds like you've loved crafting games for a long time. Have you seen that YouTube video, Why It's Rude to Suck at Warcraft? It's somewhat interesting. No, I've never heard of that. That's an interesting title. That's a really good clickbait title. Why It's Rude to Suck at Warcraft. It's working on me. The bait is like, I want to know why it's rude. Hot take, I do not like crafting in games. Minecraft and Animal Crossing have been the only exceptions. I think That's fair. You don't have to like crafting in games. That's fair. I like crafting in games, but I don't like them in every game. But I think it's more about the crafting in the game being good than me not liking it. I would enjoy every open world single player game with a co-op partner. Not me. I love single player games. I don't want to have to share the screen. I don't want to have to share the focus. I don't want to have to work with someone or whatever. Imagine Tears of the Kingdom with 2 players. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to do Tears of the Kingdom with 2 players. Like, if you're playing in the same world and you're not, like, joined together and you can go off and do whatever you want, whenever you want, maybe that'd be fine. But if you're, like, you both have to, like, kind of, like, stay kind of close to each other, you have to... A single-player game experience is fun for me because I have full control. I have full agency of everything that I want to do. I don't have to do anything other than exactly what I want to do at the moment. It's a selfish experience, and I like that about it. And I find that playing co-op games, if the other person isn't close to my skill level, I find it more often than not to be a frustrating experience for both players. It's frustrating for the player who's on the higher side of the skill level because obviously they have to play with someone who kind of needs a little bit of babysitting, and it's frustrating for the person who's on the low side because they are pressured to approach stuff that is outside of their capabilities. If there is any sort of skill required, yeah. Minecraft is the best co-op, yeah, because you don't have to ever be next to each other, but you can. You can totally just fuck off and do your own things. Yeah, Minecraft is a great co-op experience. Because you really can just go off and still maintain your complete solo agency, but you can come together whenever you want. Your wife and daughter play Lego World together all the time? Same vibes? Is Lego World like Lego Fortnite at all? Many of Nintendo's co-op modes designed for playing with your kids are terrible, like letting my kid play as Cappy. He just ends up ruining my jumps. I was setting up for a trick jump! Tyler, come on! I'm sorry, Dad! I'm sorry, I just want to play. I've never used any of them. I've never used any of them. I'm curious. I'm curious to hear more from people who have played Nintendo co-op with their kids and how effective and good they actually are in terms of being like good co-op with your kids. Now we're never gonna PB Brayden. God damn it. I totally forgot to get this area of the beach. And I still gotta get this area right here. Let's go right here. Any of the 2D Marios where you bubble up when you die, I almost always spend the whole level trying to avoid releasing them, so it's easier for me. That is the epitome of my earlier comments, where if you're different skill levels with the people you're playing with, the game gets less fun for both sides. Because that sucks for the kid playing with you. Like, please, I want to play! Release me! Even when with Mario Wonder, because Girlwater and I were playing a little bit of Mario Wonder together, but like I play so many platformers that I just couldn't like slow down enough for her to be able to like actually have a good time playing alongside me. And like I noticed it after a while, and I started like forcing myself to slow down, but then I started having less fun because like I don't get to play the game the way that I play the game. There's really no winning, dude. There's no winning. There's no winning when the skill gaps are too big. When my kid was really little, I had a fake controller that wasn't connected, and I had to tell him that whatever we did was just all him, and he did awesome every few minutes. The day he caught on was real awkward when he realized he actually stunk at the games we played. I feel like that's a very common lie told to children by parents and older siblings alike. You give them a non-plugged-in controller and try to convince them that they're playing even though they're not. I need to investigate that. I didn't investigate that. My youngest plays Xbox with an upside-down N64 controller, and he's so good. It's like the equivalent of like your kid finding out the truth about Santa Claus and like the Easter Bunny and shit, right? When they finally found out their controller's not plugged in. I want a sled, not a cart. The truth about like his real name? Yeah, that Santa's real name is Chuck. Yeah, exactly. You figured out Santa was not real at 4? I love being a December baby. I don't remember when I figured out Santa. My parents never really did the whole Santa song and dance quite as much as, like, I think the average family does. Last thing my parents wanted to do was give some red-suited schmuck credit for their hard-spent money on the gifts they were giving us. So Santa didn't really ever get the credit. Which is like totally fair. There's a real funny parallel when I went to my sister-in-law's family's Christmas like a good handful of years back, and there was a bunch of kids who all still believed in Santa, and I had to be Santa that year. They were like we have one of the guests, you know, be Santa every year, and you're the choice this year. And I was like, shit, it's a lot of pressure. Okay, but I fucking crushed it, dude. Oh, I'm low on the screen. Here we go. Dude, I told those kids so many stupid lies about Christmas. I told them that there were 2 extra secret reindeer that the songs don't tell you about. I was giving them fucking Christmas conspiracy theories. It was hilarious. I told them that Rudolph's nose actually glows whatever color he wants, but the government made us talk about it only being red in the song because we couldn't have people knowing about how powerful it really was. I told them that when they see a shooting star, that it's actually the reindeer's training. Like I just was like making up whatever shit I could come up with, dude. I told them about an extra secret reindeer named Sinterklaas. And I told them all about how Sinterklaas was... I don't even remember. I don't even remember what I said at this point, but I lied to those kids a lot. But they loved it. They were eating it up, dude. They were eating up every little bit of it. I'm sure all the kids' parents love you for that. Dude, the parents did love it. The parents were cracking up. The parents, like, afterwards were like, they were giving me props all night, dude. I had a beer in my hand at every moment. Someone was filling my hand with a beer at every moment the rest of the night. They were all like, oh, this is like one of the last Christmases where they're going to believe in Santa. You made it real special. I'm like, damn right I did. I feel like that's got to be, that's the most part of, like, fun part about hanging out with kids is, like, you can just tell them whatever you want and they believe you because they're kids. You can prank kids and lie to them so much and they just believe it. And they just, because why would they, you're an adult. Adults know everything when you're a kid. It's awesome. All right, let's make our way over here and... Well, let's get to the top of Tuft Mountain. Let's go to the top of Tuft Mountain. My cousin asked my aunt what California meant in Spanish, so my aunt told her it meant dinosaur. And that kid probably ended up telling some kids at their school. And for a while, that probably spread around until one day that kid found out that that shit ain't right. I love it. I love the concept of you send a kid into the world with some stupid and wrong information, and then they just end up saying it to someone, and then someone's like, what do you mean, you dumb kid? That's so stupid. When I was a camp counselor, Yu-Gi-Oh cards were huge, and I convinced them I had the rarest card of all, named my last name card. I got legitimate calls from some parents asking where they could buy that card for their kid. That's funny. You're just talking to the parents. I told them it was the rarest one. You can't buy it for your kid. Get them 30 packs of Yu-Gi-Oh's latest booster set, and maybe they'll be lucky enough to get one. But otherwise, you can't just buy it. Oh shit, he's got armor. He got armor. Been a while since I've been around Lurlin Village. And the famous Lurlin Well Yeah. That was hiding out that last monster. Can we get an egg check in the chat, guys? Kevin's eggs remind me that we haven't seen 3 10s in a while. Let's get everybody in the chat throwing out their eggs. Let's try and get 3 10s in a row. It's been a little bit. Let's try and get 3 10s in a row. 6, 1, 2. Oh, there's a 10. Only one, though. 10? Oh, only one. Anybody? 2? Oh, there was 2 real close together there. That was close. What a tease. What a tease. All right, nice try, guys. Nice try. Most sent chat message of the day, exclamation point egg. We can't let exclamation point egg win, guys. Everybody needs to... You know what? Let's let it win. Let's just let it win. We'll let it win. I lied. We can't let it win. Should Vanish win? Everybody scram! Get out of here! Vanish! If you can't get your 10s, you might as well go hide in shame. $16-bit gambit with 26 months in the channel. That's 26 months of sub, which is approximately 26 months. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah. That's the resub song. That's going to be the new alert. That's going to be the new alert right there. Oh, we've quacktivated. Get your quacks going, guys. 100 bits per quack, or 100 points per quack. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it quacking, keep it quacking, keep it quacking, keep it quacking. 2 minutes of quacks. Let's go. Swiss Cheeses, thank you for 48 months of subscription.
Quack.
Chauncey, thank you for 100 bits. Chat moving so fast, no one will see. I'm really a duck. On-screen chat still moves slow. We gotta be running close out of time. Overdrive, guys. Quacking as hard as you can. Overdrive. This is it. It's almost out. I'll send a couple too.
Some people say it's better than busting a nut.
Wow, you guys really are ramping it up. I fucking love the quacks. Patrick Baton, how does it feel? The final quack. How does it feel getting to be the final quack? Gotta be a nice feeling. Hate, what a quacktivate, dude. Well done. Good quacktivate. I love fucking up mod view. Yeah, the mods hate Quacktivate. The mods hate Vanish too. Dun, 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 no. Gabbo dee bobby ba bum ba ba dee bim be ba bum ba ba bum. Did you record that sub song you were singing so you can use it for an alert? Shit. Now it's gone forever. Okay, thank you. Thanks for the horn. Thank you. Question of the day song? No, we have the pieces. We got to put them together. I got to sing it now that my sickness is gone. What else do the mods hate? The mods hate it when people gift out gift subs in sequences of the Fibonacci sequence. The mods absolutely hate when chatters gift out one. Is it 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8? Yeah, they hate it. They hate that shit. They're Fibonacci phobic, yeah. Oh, guys, the mods hate it. Don't stop. They hate this. Hold on. It's just 2 1s. It's just 2 1s. That's not Fibonacci yet. It's not Fibonacci yet. No, it's not Fibonacci yet. We're fine. Mods, it's fine. Don't worry. It's fine. No! Oh! Hold on. It could be something else. It might not be Fibonacci yet. It could be something else. Thank you, Occultist Chauncey Ferrorio, for your gifted subs. No! Mods, leave! Get out of here! Woodsy could not be more devastated. You can't fool me. I know for a fact Woodsy loves sequences. Fuck, if there's one thing we know about Woodsy, it was in his eulogy. He loves that shit. Oh my god. If someone gifts the next number in the sequence, I will shit my pants. Please stop. You look what you're doing to poor Manic. He can't handle this. You know what? This is a first ever Fibonacci train in the chat. I've never seen this before. I've never seen a Fibonacci train before. Mods in shambles. Mods in shambles. Yo, if you're one of those lucky gifters, make sure you throw Moist7 in the chat. Enjoy the gifted sub. I hate searching mountains. No one in Twitch chat can count higher than 5. Speaking of Fibonacci, did you guys know you can switch between miles and kilometers by moving to the next number on Fibonacci? 5 miles equals 8 kilometers. I feel like that maybe falls apart. Does that maybe fall apart? Does that maybe fall apart further into the sequence? How long does that work for? It's super accurate, even higher up? That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Oh my god. Commitment to the bit. Steel like the metal. The next Fibonacci number. Oh my God. Thank you very much, Steel. Dude, I'm surprised I didn't trigger a hype train. I thought that would trigger a hype train for sure. Where's my golden kappa, Twitch? Mods pissing and crying, literally throwing up. The one thing they wanted you guys not to do. The one thing. What we really deserve, a golden egg. Golden egg would be glorious. You know what we should do is we should make our own golden egg emote. Like just take the thank egg, call it moist thank egg. And we should make it so that the bot has a 1 in like 500,000 chance of one of the eggs in your egg being a golden egg. Goldify the thank egg, Woodsy. You got your homework, yeah. Goldify the thank egg. Why not just moist egg? We're gonna reserve moist egg for a potential other, more appropriate emote. We just did 8 subs. We just hit 8. Yeah, we just had 8. If my Fibonacci knowledge is right, the next one is 13. Is there a prize for the golden egg? The golden egg doesn't even exist yet. God damn! Squalor! Fibonacciing it up! Holy shit! Thank you, Squalor, for 13 gifted. The commitment to the bit. The commitment to the bit is unreal. 13 gifted. Fibonacciing. Fibonacciing out of their mind over here. No one will do 21, bet. This is gonna get out of this is quickly gonna get out of hand if you guys go any further. This is straight Fibonacci, that's right. When presented with a good gag, why not? We ever establish how the mods react to Fibonacci cheers? You could try. I really like Fibonacci. You've beautiful eyes, you know. Thank you. Mods shitting and pissing, throwing up. Yeah, shitting, pissing, coming, throwing up, all over. Oh, everything. Just all of it. Chat Fibbo on my Nachi till I sequence. The real remarkable thing is if you guys can Fibonacci up to 8 with eggs. Oh, you broke it. That's too many 3s in a row. You broke it. Woodsy, what are you doing? You hate the Fibonacci sequence. Cheers are different? Oh, it doesn't have the same effect on you if it's cheers. I see. I see. Little bit. Grab. Grab. Gibbity-boop. Gibbity-boop. Gibbity-boop.
Some people say it's better than busting a nut.
Taking out for vacation in a minute. Good luck on the rest of the hunt this week. Thank you very much. Enjoy your vacay, dude. We'll see you around. I'm going on a trip this weekend myself. Young xwater taking a trip to Kalahari this Saturday. Going water parking. Bits is much harder. Yeah, you got to really coordinate it with the chat. You guys need to really like assign a position in the sequence to each person, and you got to order yourselves in sequence so you don't... Oh, or you can just 69. Yeah, or you can just throw down a 69. Haven't been in like 10 years. It's gonna be my first time ever. My first time at a water park as an adult as well. Just got out of a meeting. What are we organizing for? How to cheer bits in the Fibonacci sequence successfully. Anybody want to take Pi up on their gift sub on their gifted sub question? Any takers on Pi's gifted sub question there? No, not a chance. Nope. For a price. Woodsy, okay. I feel like I'm learning a lot about Woodsy today. Pi, thanks for the gifter, dude. Oh, you know what? That's a good way of doing it in New Year's. Yeah. What a kind... I like the retaliation. I think that's the first time in a while I've seen a retaliation gift sub. Oh, it's getting real. Oh, it's getting real now. 34, 55. 89. Quick, somebody do the math. Mm, 144. The bits Fibonacci sequence is gonna get out of hand soon too. Get in while it's young, so you don't have to get in when it's big. That's what she said. No, we're not. No, it isn't. It is not. No one. Nope. She didn't say it. Nobody said it. No, nobody. Not a single soul. Let's go! 233. The sequence carries on. New Twitch meta discovered. Fibonacci. Fibonacci support. Who would have thought? Everybody loves number go up, yeah. Even me. Especially me. Especially one that happens in the form of cheers and gifted subs. Guys, memes aside, thank you. Thank you a lot. Number go up notchy. Stupid lizard. One thing I miss about exploring the desert, it wasn't raining back there.
I'll keep the meme alive.
He kept the meme alive! Holy shit. The legend. Made it pretty deep into the sequence. The next one's 610. Oof. Passing the 5 hundos. That gets big. That gets meaty. We're getting almost close to what I would consider worthy of a gorillion amount of bits. In a weird turn of events, I'm now going to a Mario Kart 64 tournament tonight. What, you mean that stupid baby game with dog shit comeback mechanics? That is really funny. Anyone here? Anyone just chilling and want to help liberate Troost? Anyone want to fight for democracy with Pi? Helldiver 2 blind 100%. As soon as we're done this, it's the next content. I don't really know how you 100% it, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. The Mad Lad! Holy shit, race car! 610! Kept it going! The Fibonacci! My shield broke at the peak. 987, just short of the big 1K. Just short. Hey, going to work at 6 a.m. but getting off at 2:30 is nice. Yeah, starting work real early and then being done with your day real early. It's good vibes. Damn, Sparkling Parfait done it. How did this start? We were torturing the mods with their least favorite thing. Gifted subs in the sequence of Fibonacci. And it turned into this. Chat has strong youngest sibling energy today. What a burn. Get it. I have a problem. I bought new shoes that look nice to wear, but I have nowhere to wear them to. What do I do? You should go to Retro Game Night with Dillhole and wear your nice shoes. Should go for a walk in a nice muddy field. Just ruin them. That way you never have to stress about them being ruined if they're already ruined. I love that. Dillhole Date Night! Everybody's favorite. Ah! No, Chauncey!
Moist fine.
The sequence of Fibonacci. Ah! The gorillions of bits being spent. Oh God, Mish. What you contributed to this? $25.84 is the next one. Ugh, save your money, Chad. Save your money. Or don't. I mean, I love it, but... or don't, but... He gets his new shoes muddy. I can help him wash his feet. Foul. What a foul thing to write in the chat. This is actually kind of awesome, to be fair. It is actually really cool. We've made it deep. We've made it deep into the Fibonacci sequence. We made it a lot further than I expected it to go. It is, as far as any sort of on stream goofy hype trade is gone. This is definitely one of the funner ones. Anybody want to take Pi up on his offer? Looking for chat responses to Pi's gifted sub. Anybody want to take him up on that? Hey, there's a Korok right here. So tempted to say for a price, but I don't think I can. I just came from that way. I'll do a Quactivate if we get the next Fib. The mythical double Quactivate in a single day. I need this fan. I have points, not money. I only got one of those things. All right, buddy. Let's go. This is so slow. It would have been fast. It would have been faster to just... Okay, hold on. There we go.
I need to reach my friend.
Look at this wiggling. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I'm wiggling left and right. I'm wiggling day and night. I'm wiggling up and down, and I'm wiggling all around. You're coming with me.
Yoo-hoo.
We found a lot of like pairs of Koroks today. We're getting close to the 800 mark, chat room. We're approaching the 800 mark, chat room. See ya. What percent? 90.77. Is 91 happening today? Probably not. I do have to actually end a little bit before 6 p. Oh my God, Kevin! Oh my God. We all got to give Kevin a big mighty round of applause for that one. Listen, bits are already upcharged. If you're in Canada, Kevin, thanks, Kevin. Big Moist Bravo in the chat. The sequence goes on. All right, we got to get that Quacktivate. We got to hit that Quacktivate round 2. Bam, boom, boom. I can't for 31 minutes. Chat room. I'm gonna do something I've never done before. It has been Quacktivated. I'm doing something I ain't never done before. Keep quacking. Keep it quacking. Keep them quacks. Keep them quacking. Keep it quacking. Keep it quacking. Chat Fibbo on my Naji till I don't know why I like that so much. Fibbo on my Nachi till I sequence. You're a little over halfway done the Quacktivate, guys. You're a little over halfway. Can't slow down now. Can't slow down now. Yes. Continue. The quack must grow. I gotta go check those. Less than 30 seconds left, guys. Less than 30 seconds. It looks like less than 15. Time is running out, but chat ain't slowing down. You got about less than 10 on the clock. Who will be the last quack? Watermellow, the final quack. That actually got so fast. That actually got so fast. Jeez. We need quack stats. We do need quack stats. We need to enhance the Quacktivate. We need quack stats ASAP. Little pop-up with top quacker. Top quacker, last quack, amount of quacks sent. Whoever Quacktivated. Yeah, the rate of quacks per minute. No, quacks per second, quacks per minute. I can do more quacks per second on Twitch Mobile. It's the only good thing about it sometimes. How does that work? Is redeeming things faster on mobile? Fewer clicks to redeem. I had no idea. Right now, the Quacktivate is built out in Sammy Deck. There's probably ways to do it through Sammy Deck, but I feel like it'd be easier to just completely code a new Quacktivate bot through JavaScript or Python and just completely do it there. I'm writing the bot in assembly. Listen, I just need you guys to know that I just wrote down something on this post-it note. I just wrote something down that might be one of the funniest stream ideas I've written down in a long time. I can't tell you anything more than that, but it's good. It's good. Bird $1,000? You'll know next week, guys. You'll know next week. Quack stats, first quack, last quack, biggest quacker, quacks per min, total quacks, Mario Party random quacker award. Honestly, that's all worth writing down. I'm taking it, I'm putting it into the Notion. I'm putting it into our Notion. What's in the box? Least quacker bonus quacks. Can I suggest an emote of Bonky with a fake duck beak called Moist Quack? Some sort of moist quack emote would be good. I see more work in my future. Think of it as an opportunity to learn and grow, Woodsy. I'm using my slightly toxic corporate speak tactics right here. Think of every challenge as an opportunity to grow. Ding-dong, ding-dong. She fibbo on my Nachi till I sequence. It'll be something you can synergize with your baseball cards when we double click on it for a better view. We should probably do this at a regular cadence. Synergize with the baseball cards just really had me thinking of Balatro. Really got to get those uncommon jokers for maximum value. Man, now that I'm done all the challenges, I feel free. Like, I feel like I can play different games now. Maybe it's time I purchase and start playing Bingle Bingle, the roguelike roulette builder instead. The corporate web I'm entangled in loves talking about baseball cards now. That's interesting. Why? We all know you won't. It's true. I'm not done playing Balatro. I'm definitely not done playing Balatro. Oh, that's true. The update is coming for Balatro. I'm actually pretty stoked about that. There's mods, too. Andy was showing me that there's tons of mods. What's my favorite brand of bottled water? I can't say I have any preference at all. I would genuinely be lying to you if I were to tell you I could tell the difference between any brand of bottled water, except for Aquafina. That shit is ass. I don't know what Aquafina does to make their water taste like shit, but it tastes like shit. That's actually a good reminder. I haven't drank any water today. Give me a sec. I gotta go get a glass of water. I haven't drank any water today. Why are we scattering? And who is Chelsea Lover 34? Why are you vanishing? Mickey, I goofed up. What happened? Somebody needs to explain this to me before everybody in the chat vanishes. Somebody needs to explain what's happening to me because I'm confused. Their first time chat message came in as a white text box. Just wanted to have the Legend of Zelda talk and got false bopped. Aw. Sorry that happened to you, Chelsea. You know, Kevin's just... There's a lot of Fibonacci going on today. The mods are on edge. It's okay, dude. You're in a natural state of excitement, panic. There's a lot of Fibonacci happening today. Going through every cave entrance right now, and it's so annoying. If you're not having fun, just don't do it. If you're not having fun, just don't do it. I get you. The caves were frustrating. If you're using a guide, it's not as bad. I'm doing it without a guide, so it was a little frustrating to find them all, but nothing in the rulebook says you have to keep doing it. Why are we using Fibonacci as an adjective to describe... you missed a lot, Rated R. You're not using a guide? That's why it's annoying? Yeah. Then I know exactly how you feel, because I did the same thing. I did the exact same thing. It took me like 2 days to find the final 2 or 3 caves. The wells seemed easy, though. I still got 2 wells remaining, but I'm doing everything without a guide, so I'll find the wells when I end up walking close to them. I haven't gone next to them yet. I thought you found one of the 2? No, 2 of them still remain. I think the caves were easier than the wells because there's in-game ways for finding the caves. I know you're not using a guide, so I ain't going to say nothing that might spoil anything for you. But I find the in-game available methods of finding the cave to be more useful than the in-game methods of finding the wells. Okay, bye. How do you do Hero's Path? Is it a part of Robbie? Yeah, you get it from Robbie. I'm gonna put my... Why are you shooting up there? What a weird lizard. You did everything in the depths first because you don't like going down there? That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. I got everything in the depths done first because it's scary down there and I want to go back. Were there any quests in the depths? I know I was here, but I don't remember. Actually, that's a good question. I don't know. I genuinely have not thought about it. The only NPCs you really see in the depths are construct guys and Yiga clan. So I don't know. The occasional researcher back when like there was main quest to do down there, but yeah, I don't know. It's very possible. It's very, very possible. There's definitely a lot of Taluses and Hinox down there for sure. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of boys, a lot of monsters down there. You got all the monster medals? You got all the monster medals and the caves are giving you a hard time? That's bonkers to hear. I feel like finding every Talus has got to be one of the hardest parts of... that's got to be way more challenging than the caves. Glory to Master Koga. I'm gonna walk down this path and back up it once, because I don't know if I ever have with the mask.
Nobody knew who I was before the mask.
My speed food's almost up. Here. Bam, boom. Not as much content made for this game, like streaming and video wise, than there was for Breath of the Wild. I feel like it's, I don't know, maybe? Apart from playing it myself, I haven't watched any content because I wanted to stay blind, so I haven't looked. I haven't really looked. Yeah, Breath of the Wild is also like 6 years old, yeah. It's also got the age advantage of having more time for content to be made about it. Tears definitely has... It's the sequel, so it's like maybe a little less talked about too. Feels like Breath of the Wild was more of a big deal when it was fresh than Tears is. Lots of short clips of machines. The building definitely made a lot of shorts. People were making a lot of goofy shit. Sequel's got to be one of my favorite database. God damn it. Tomato Hill. Yeah, I haven't really looked around too much, but I've seen... We raided Architect recently. He was doing his Tears of the Kingdom only mops run. He was doing only mops. And then Derek we raided yesterday. Derek's doing his Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Lionel challenge. There's still people doing their... There's still people making Tears content. But, I mean, Breath of the Wild had a very strong era for a good while in like 2020, 2022, in that range from those years. I feel like there was a lot of like goofy shit that people were doing, not only just with the game, but like hacks and mods too. And I feel like that was kind of like the era that Point Crow was growing in popularity a lot as well. And he was like one of the main sources of content for Breath of the Wild, so I'm just waiting for that sweet Tears crowd control. Probably be waiting for a little while. Probably be waiting for a while, especially with the Switch emulator going through all the legal shit that it just started going through. All the shutdowns that Yuzu's got hit by, all the not DMCA, the cease and desist, the C's and D's. Okay, let's go here and then make a little line in the middle. Okay, here we go. I'll do it and then I'll show you the line and you'll get what I'm talking about here. C's and D's nuts. Haha. Dead. Oh, that thing only lasted for one hit. Oh. Weird to me that some stuff gets hit and others don't. I'm playing a Poke MMO right now, and it seems so prime for C and at least 1D. Yeah, a Pokemon MMO definitely feels prime to get shut down. I wish I had any understanding of the process. I feel like it's half like related to piracy, well, parts related to piracy, parts related to brand identity, parts related to like whatever Nintendo's currently focused on, parts whatever like sort of thing they send the C and D to is related to like whatever might be known by them, in addition to like just so many aspects. You see the article where Pokemon's lawyer was like, hey, thanks media, we didn't know about Pal World. The Pokemon people definitely knew about Pal World. Pal World, as much as like everyone was going nuts about it for a couple weeks, Pal World didn't sneak up on anybody. Everybody knew about Pal World for years. Years. Can you show me the whole map with Hero's Path real quick? I sure can. Here's the top half. Nice. Here's the bottom half. Nice. Most buddy thought Pal World was fake. I didn't. It had multiple trailers and was in multiple like game announcement shows for years. Pal World had gotten tons of press. It had gotten tons of press for a long time leading up to its release. Need them to fake an expansion soon. Pal World was a lot of fun. I ended up doing that sponsor gig for Enshrouded, and I want to play more of that game. I just wish I had more time to play all these fun-ass games out right now. Enshrouded was really cool, too. And I feel like I really like the base building in Enshrouded. Hello, Sticky Frog. It's about to get round doors? What an update! What an update! ADEF completed 100 women in 23 minutes. He's a gamer. He's a gamer. Nobody does it better than ADEF. Palworld is in early access and theoretically still has content coming if they don't go the path of their previous games went. Yeah, if it's an open world survival crafting game, it's in early access. That's every open world survival crafting game. Look at all this unexplored territory over here. A goblin on a horse. There's a man on a horse. Meeny moony noo. Boodoo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Goodoo-dee-doo-doo-doo. Grounded's so fun, big fan. I know a lot of people who played Grounded really liked it. I feel like I would enjoy it, but I also don't ever plan on playing it, funny enough. It's one of those games where I think I would have a good time, but I don't ever plan on actually playing it. But honestly, I have fun with, like, every game. There are very few games that I don't have a good time with. I like games a lot. I like a lot of them. I like a wide variety of them. Just like certain ones the most. That's why my game, when I do Game Wave, I'm so frequently giving such, like, absurdly high rankings to so many different games. It's partially because I have a hard time being, like, overly critical and harsh on stuff, but it's also because I just really like games, and, like, a lot of them. But every once in a while, we do get a game like There Is No Light or Spark the Electric Jester, Lunistis, that I play in Game Wave that's just like, oof, this was not the best. This was not the funnest one I've ever touched. You know what it is? It's when a game that is in a genre that I really like platforming, like a platformer, ends up having really bad controls. That's usually when I end up hitting that point of like, ooh, we don't want to play this one. Ooh, this one's bad. This one's actually not very good. Yeah. That makes me think of the game Blue Fire. I have that game and I haven't played it yet. Yeah, I definitely remember that one being a decent looking 3D platformer. Did it suck? Did you play it and you didn't like it? That sucks to hear, because I thought it looked cool. Penny's Big Breakaway, on the other hand, now that was a fun game we played in the last Game Wave. That was a good platformer. Last Game Wave had a couple of nice games in there. You personally hated the controls? Maybe I'll like it. Maybe. I'll give it a try one of these days. It's sitting around as one of my like backup games for when I got nothing to no ammo in the cannon for a Game Wave. I'm gonna put a fast travel point down right here. Dude, it's such a bad feeling when somebody like when you like end up hating a game and somebody tells you that they love it and you're like, oh no. I remember really hating Spark the Electric Jester and somebody telling me they really liked it and just being like, why? Like who why would you think that? Me watching Mickey play Championship? Dude, Championship sucked. That game was ass. Of all the Survivor likes I've played, it's definitely in the bottom 3. Chat convinces me to play Morrowind. Why would I play Elder Scrolls 3? Why would I ever go and play Elder Scrolls 3? That's how I felt watching everyone play Baldur's Gate 3. That is a hot take. I have not gotten deep enough into Baldur's Gate, but that is a hot take. I've seen how much everyone else loves it. If xwater dislikes one of your favorite games, it means you're a bad person. I don't make the rules, but it's true. Ooh. Korok. Up there. Give it a good bit deep.
You found me.
90.85. 90.85. I don't think we're seeing 91 today. I can't stream too much longer. I gotta have dinner with my mother before going to board game night with the boys. I don't know what we're playing this week. It seemed initially like the team was kind of in on some wingspan action, which I was excited about. But then it also seemed like the team decided halfway through the middle of the day while I was streaming. I checked my phone during my water obtaining break. It was revealed that there's a couple of people who actually don't really like wingspan. I was like, oh. No, we haven't played MTG in forever. We haven't played MTG in forever. We still got a couple of decks lying around made out of proxies. And we've been meaning to play a couple of games, but it's just been a while. Done Root? No, I've never done Root. Never heard of Root. I think someone brought up Seven Wonders as the game for tonight, which I would be super down with. I like Seven Wonders. I think it's fun. I think Ferorio, I think I actually read on Reddit a post from Larian saying that that was just something that people assumed about them and they don't actually feel that way. Ever played Betrayal at House on the Hill? You saw an interview with the CEO? I saw a post from them on Reddit specifically recently, though. Yeah, I love Betrayal. I actually just got the expansion for Betrayal a little bit ago, and we haven't played with the expansion yet. I'm a big fan of Betrayal. It's definitely one of those ones we play when, like, we're not trying to be too sweaty. Because it's like a very... It definitely feels like one of those games where... Almost a little bit like Mario Kart-y. Like, it's... Your agency doesn't seem to matter as much as just whatever the RNG happens. Whatever RNG happens in the game. It's still fun, but it's like there's a lot of, like, dog shit and bad luck that can happen. Never heard that, but I believe it. Wizards of the Coast, famously hard to work with. Now that they're super popular, it makes sense to go back to their own IP. Yeah, that's fair. I have heard nothing but really bad things about Wizards of the Coast for a very long time. It would be definitely unsurprising to know that anyone who has the opportunity to not work with Wizards of the Coast again would take that if they could. And without fail, when you're introducing it to someone for the first time, they end up being the trader and being overwhelmed. It is overwhelming to be the trader on your first session. There's a new one coming out that your DM is all worked up over. A new tabletop system? Is that the one Manic mentioned? Daggerheart? Yee-hoo! Supposedly the hot new shit, but I'm so Pathfinder pilled. Pathfinder was my first. And then at one point I had some 5e in my life. And I haven't tabletopped in a long time. All right, the Korok is definitely over towards the area behind me right now. But I'm just gonna grab some of this mountain range on my map before I go over there. I started a 5e session with a bunch of friends before my son was born, and they continue without me. The finale is this Saturday, and my character is returning for one last hurrah. That's so cool! That's so cool that you're getting a last hurrah, that you're getting a little show back into the thing. 6-year campaign, wow. If any of you guys follow the Dungeons and Dragons subreddit on Reddit, there was like a big drama post in there recently that was all about my sister-in-law's Dungeons and Dragons group, and like a bunch of drama with their final session after like 2 or 3 years or something. The TLDR is that like there were 2 campaigns that were running at the same time, but almost like alternate universe. So like they were connected, but not actually. And then the final encounter was having those 2 groups fight against each other for the very like they were each other's big bad for the campaign, which ended up going really badly. Which ended up making everybody have a really bad time. Which makes sense to me because one team has to lose. And it's not like you can't lose in a final session, but like one team has to lose while the other team of like all player characters wins. Which kind of sucks in a tabletop format. Like when you lose, at least you lose together. A bunch of stuff happened with like the DM taking a bunch of like actions and doing a bunch of things that felt super cheaty towards biasing like one of the sides, and everybody was all pissed off about it. And then they had like this big drama bomb, and a bunch of them aren't friends anymore. It's crazy. It was a whole thing, dude. Cool in theory, but reality can have very different ideas. I can see that being a good idea for a shot, but a 2-year campaign. Yeah, ending a 2-year campaign like that feels rough. Feels like a rough idea, yeah. Even on paper, to me, it just doesn't sound like a good one. A one-shot, yeah. Yeah, doing PvP in a one-shot sounds fun as hell, because you're not, like, invested or committed. Yeah, sounds super cool. Definitely takes certain kind of people to pull it off. It also takes a certain level of good DMing too, I feel like. I feel like it also requires some graceful DMing. I should go grab that dragon. I should go grab that dragon and I should get out of here. I'm gonna place my other warp point right here so I can continue scanning this mountain tomorrow. The dragon is nearby, so we can... Yeah, we can just take this. Debating about working into some GMing. It seems like such a task. Seems like a thankless job. It feels like it could be very fun, very rewarding. But being a game master, dungeon master, whatever, feels like a very difficult and potentially thankless job. Starting with a one-shot's probably a great way to dip your feet into it, yeah. I always like doing one-shots that are like weird, wacky little things. I remember one time we did a one-shot with my old group where it was essentially like an action movie, and like the whole system was based around like it being very over-the-top action movie-like, this whole thing. And like all your skills and abilities and everything was like very much centered around just being as absolutely off the rails, ridiculous, wild, cool as could be. That was a really fun one shot. I ran a one shot for people once on stream. Long time ago, I ran a game that was very much like I forget what it was, but it kind of had like Portal vibes where I was like the mother computer / the DM, and they were all trying to like I forget exactly, but it was Grant Keys and Cliffy and like a bunch of people back then, and I ran it on stream. It was a good time. It was a fun time. I wouldn't mind DMing, but I suck at accents, which I feel is almost a requirement for NPC interaction. I think you'll be fine without accents. I think you'll be fine. I don't know if I'd say if I'd feel the same way, that it's like a requirement. Everyone thinks that being a good DM is like Matt Mercer level stuff nowadays because of Critical Role. Being a DM is just making sure all your players are having fun. That's being a good DM. If all your players are having fun and you're giving them all a chance to have the spotlight in whatever way that they have fun, I think you're being a good DM. I didn't give a shit about combat. So when it came to combat, like it didn't matter. But what I did like in role playing was like in combat, I always wanted to be like I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm going to cast my spell. I'd be like, okay, I got a bag of caltrops that I want to tie to a rope. But I'd like to set it up so I throw the bag and I pull on the rope and it releases the caltrop. Like, you know, I would role play in combat, and my DM or GM, whatever, would always find a cool way for me to be able to do the wacky shit that I wanted to do. It was really fun. It was really fun. Whereas like other people in the party like really wanted to do specific other things and they always got their chance to shine. Yeah, that's a good DM. Someone who's able to like take the thing you want to do and make it happen in a way that's like cool and doesn't like break the experience for everyone and is still fun and good. And yeah. Shout outs to good DMs. Shout outs to all DMs, honestly. It's a hard job. It's a hard job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're wrapping up for the day over here. We have covered a lot more map. You can see we started the day with this whole region kind of unfinished, this southern beach region kind of unfinished. We took care of all that. We didn't find a ton of Koroks. We are at 90.89. But we have made a lot of progress. This map is we're closing in on it. I think it's not going to be too many more days until we get the whole map kind of covered in this green sludge of line. The next job is going to be finishing off these mountains over here in the Rabella wetlands. That's going to be our next big job, finishing off all these mountains over here, as well as this beach down here, and making sure that we're very, very extensively exploring the under areas as well. Because that's a very big challenge with a lot of this exploration, is making sure that when an area has 2 levels, you get all of it. So we set down a waypoint here. We set one down here. When we return tomorrow, we're going to start exploring this beach and underneath it, and kind of filling out this under peninsula, as well as kind of like scanning the side of this cliff, because there's probably going to be a couple of seeds on the side of it, judging by how big of a cliff it is and how the game has been up to this point. That's usually a spot that they put stuff. All right, let's go on, get out of here, get the raid moving out. I got to go have dinner with my mom, so I don't want to be too late. I don't want to be too late to dinner with my mom.